everybody, Ben of the Better Podcast, and we are back with WIP Wednesday. So on a Wednesday, we will again be getting together and having a look at some of the cool things that you guys have been working on out there in the community. So if you've been working on something cool, you've just started painting, you've just finished off a masterpiece, you've just begun an outrageous adventure, then do share it with us in one of two ways. You can email us at whipwednesdaybhpc@gmail.com, or you can come and join us in the Discord and put the WIP Wednesday submissions right in there. So what we're going to do for this video is we're going to do half emails, half Discord, and I am super excited to look at all of the hobby bits. We're probably only going about halfway through emails, and I've only gone back as far as I think the middle of August or something like that. So if you have submitted something to us and you haven't seen it today, share it with us again. Anyway, let's have a look at the cool hobby goodness. Okay, first up we've got Dan. Hey guys, hope all is well. I wanted to share with you my Norse team, the Stumbling Stags. Okay, so we are starting off strong in this regard. Oh, we can do a little bit of zoom. I love the Techno Viking pose. That's so good. Okay, wicked job on the basing and beautiful finish. The Yeti is actually really good, isn't it? Like, I am a big fan of the Skrorg, the Reti, with the kind of the dancing Yeti. But actually, the core Yeti might be a nicer model. I'm not sure. Maybe I need to paint my one up. Anyway, it's a really lovely Norse team, and I absolutely adore all of the work you've done on the filigree. So here we go. So base kind of brown grey, but then that white with gold is not the easiest thing in the world. So Dan, that is a very cool looking team. Thank you ever so much for sharing it with us. Okay, next up we've got Jason. Let's see if we can flick over. Ooh, a bit of a Blackhawk team here. Hi Ben, glad to hear you're doing better. Thank you very much. I thought I'd send some pics of my Auckland Razors. There we go. I now have enough completed for a sevens team. A couple more orcs, the troll, final couple of goblos, and the markers, and I'll be ready for the league starting at the end of September. Excellent. Had some more friendlies since my last email, which mostly ended in draws, but with plenty of casualties caused by my Blackhawks, so I'm feeling good about playing them. Keep up the good work, Jason. Jason, talking of good work, let's have a look at the Blackhawks that you've got for us. Ooh, that is quite the zoom, isn't it? I wonder if we can zoom out a little bit. All right, absolutely love this. This is a beautiful blended scheme. Lovely work on the flesh, and that kind of grey-white has been done beautifully. Actually, that really pops. Oh, look at that. That's magnificent work. And a little bit of a scab on his hand, on his arm, on his vambrace. There's probably a better muscle, an actual name for forearm. Vambrace. I just go straight to armor. There we go. Love this. Hey, bright colors are a lot of work, but you've done a superb job of this. And as we flick through the team, you can see actually, yeah. Oh, we got a nice little stripe on the base as well, which extra points for. There's some lovely blending work and great job on the goblins there. And again, really good skin tone. And I do like the finish on the bases. Yeah, really cool. Really, really, really cool. So that's the Auckland Razors. Let's see if we can zoom out a little bit. There we go. First of all, brilliant sevens team. I've been running Blackhawks in League at the moment. Not sevens League, but just in general. And sevens Blackhawks are underrated. I absolutely love them. Sevens is wicked. I mean, it's a really close middle ground. Like, anybody can compete at any point. It's just so good. And that's a really lovely looking team. I look forward to seeing the full version ready for your league. Okay, we've got some more Blackhawks on the go now. This is Lars. Hey Ben, it's been a while since you last made a WIP Wednesday, and I'm a bit unsure as to whether or not you'll continue the segment or not. We are back. No more WIP Wednesday. I see you. If not, that's totally fine. However, if you're planning on returning, I will take this opportunity to announce that my Blackhawk team, the Black Gulf Raiders, are finally finished. I actually finished the Blackhawks and Goblins a few weeks ago, and then life happened and I never got around to painting my troll. The troll is from Star Player's shop. We'll come to the troll in a second. That's now been rectified, and Barry Headflinger has now been added to the team. I tried to add some battle damage and chipping to the armor of the Blackhawks with a small piece of sponge and some silver paint, but I'm not sure I like it. I'll give it a couple of days. If I'm not convinced, I may have to redo the armor. That's all for now. Please stay safe and healthy. Best regards, Lars. Thank you for that. Right, awesome looking team. Nice, bold colours there. Now, the Green Bay Packers fan should never say this, but purple and yellow work really well together. Whether you're kind of a more chaotic destruction based team like orcs or chaos or undead, it works. And if you are a shiny bright pro elf team, it works. So no matter what your angle is, actually purple and yellow is always a solid scheme, and the team looks really, really, really good. Again, nice work on the orc flesh, and the troll is sublime. I can see you've gone with some battle damage there. The scripts and scrapes are good as well. That is a cool troll. I love the kind of face structure. It's very much like the old stone trolls, and I absolutely love that. So excellent, excellent, excellent work there. Thank you very, very, very much. Ooh, we've got some dwarves now. Interesting. Right, let's see if we can... Oop, there we go. Get a nice shot of that. This is Jean-Philippe from Paris, France. Hey, Ben and the team. I'm really glad to send you this first email as I watch your podcast religiously since I started playing Blood Bowl tabletop back in November. Hey, dude. You're all doing an amazing job, and it's an honor to be read by you. Thank you very much. Right. Look at this. This is very cool. May I present to you my first ever finished Blood Bowl team? Well, the Death Roller is coming one day out of the garage. Ah, dear. Well, the Death Roller can wait. If you're a Dwarf coach, it's a great model, but you are better off using the Death Roller as Zug. I think it's more likely to get to the pitch and get some play by doing it that way. Anyway, the Sons of Gerdil. As 35-year-old, I stopped playing 40k Warhammer back in 2002 and decided to dive into Blood Bowl, as this game is tremendously fun and strategic. As a restarting painter and having a lack of time, I give a shot to... I gave the AP speed paints and washes a go. What do you all think? Really tried to go deep in the details, faces, and those tiny eyes. See you soon, and best regards, Jean-Philippe from Paris, France. So... if you've gone heavy on Army Painter, it doesn't really show. It looks really good. Like, the gold's lovely, the flesh tone's really good, the bone is excellent, the blue's nice and vibrant. The rubies have been done really well as well. And it's an excellent shot of your hand there from me. I think this is very much a case of goes back to the stream, doesn't it, where I got the Rick's hand right bang on camera. Here we go. So as a team, as a completed team, this looks fantastic. So if it is down to AP speed paints, you've used them brilliantly. But because you've got that nice tone, the skin tone's really good. You've got the nice tone in the armor, and you've got that nice shine of the gold. It looks pro. It looks really good. Strong basing finish. Jean-Philippe, absolutely love it. Hey, it's a great looking dwarf team. As terrifying as playing dwarves can be. Nice work on the eye as well. Look at that. Nicely done. Good detail. Very good detail there. Absolutely brilliant. This guy I love. Like, I mean, we talked about this, I think, on our 7th stream at the weekend, about the Blood Bowl dwarf team being a little underwhelming to paint. But the finish can be so good, as we can see here. So, absolutely brilliant. Nice orange. If that's Army Painter orange, I need to stock up. Yeah, really cool job on the team. Thank you very, very much. Okay, now we've got some creepy necro with flames. Oh, blunt brush. Here we go. Boneheads, I'm so glad Wednesday is coming back. I've been slogging through painting both the Shambling Undead and the Necromantic team. I think I just flipped forward a picture, didn't I? What an absolute fool of a toque. There we go. Let's click to that. Let's press F11, and then let's click this button and then zoom out. There we go. Try and get it in. Here we go. Here we go. Right, we've got some flames. Anyway, back to blunt brush. I've been slugging through painting both the Shambling Undead and the Necromantic team. I've had this colour scheme kicking around for a long time, and now that I've finally begun the process, I like where it's headed. I just wish it was moving along more quickly. I don't know, man. Like, good things come to those who wait is not just a beer advert. That was Grolsch, wasn't it? Don't mind Grolsch. Here is the current state of affairs with these creeps. I still have ropes, woods, metals, and details to do, but they're slowly getting there. When it comes to painting a team, I think base colour, armour pattern is like the foundation. Once you've got there, the details can wait. And the basing. It's kind of, once if that's all you kind of start with, your team starts to feel like a team. Like, we get this when we do when I do teams for like the YouTube. Because everybody else who does the teams for the YouTube just do a really good job. I'm like, and base colour, pick out a couple of bright details. They are bright details, they don't look like bright details on the camera. Base them, and then they feel like a finished team, and then you can go back in and add highlights and add depth to the pictures. Right, I've also managed to score Dungeon Ball for my birthday over the summer. So it'll be a bonus to have a cohesive looking College of Death team. Let me know what you think of the team so far and keep up all the good work. Cheers, Bluntbrush Chris. P.S. I'm super stoked for the return of 7 Super Series. Yes, we're having a good month. We're having a good Blood Bowl month, despite Amazon's apparently never ever landing. Right, onto the picture, and I think you'll agree this is a wicked scheme. So let's plunge into the detail of it. Enhance. Oh, this one. Look at that. That is such a cool scheme. So what we've got here from Bluntbrush is, looks like black with a dark medium green, maybe Loathen green, as you kind of like backing flames, and then moot green and maybe a little bit of yellow flecked in there to get those really cool flame effects. And I think it looks brilliant. Like the whole team, it just looks brilliant. It's such a cool, bright, but also creepy effect. And lovely skin tone. All right, we've got some really nice bits here. The skin on the zombie is superb. And as we scroll down, so are the bandages on the mummies. Oh, man. I love the mummy models. They're really good. Tomb King head swap on there. No, a Thousand Sun head swap, and you get yourself a Tomb King team in no time. This is looking wicked. And I just love this. The dark palette with the bright green. It's beautifully done. And, oh, I love the red skeleton. I don't understand what's going on with this guy, but I think it's wicked. This is awesome. This is a very cool team. Bluntbrush, by the time I've read this out, which is a few weeks late, I'm hoping for an update. Look at that. That is a chunky mix of players. I'm super interested to see how you're going to do the Wraiths, the Ghost Sheep Boys. How would I do them here? I think to keep in line with the team colours, flames at the bottom of the blankets, and then maybe just some glowing eyes, like as if the ghost within is like the eyes are kind of shining through to tie in that green thing. I don't know. Really wicked, really wicked. Look forward to seeing the full team here. Absolutely brilliant. Thanks very much for sharing. Next up, we've got Jonathan Daniels. Hey, Ben. So glad that WIP Wednesday is coming back. I know it's probably a lot of work, but I know a lot of people really like submitting their work and looking at what others are playing and painting. I love it, Jonathan. It's so good. It's just so good. Anyway, here's a few bits I've got painted since last time. Managed to get my hands on the 4 Metal Goblin star players from the mid-90s. So, I've started off with the reverse shot. Can you guess what it is? Who's that Pokemon? I'm hoping Games Workshop release the rules for Scrapper and Nobbler for the latest version of the game at some point. The old bomber model is an interesting sculpt. I also painted an old metal tree man that weighs an absolute ton. Regards, Jonathan. Right, we are... Right. How are we going to do this? Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look, actually, because you can see there's some lovely detail going on here. These models. Beautiful. Look at the flat smoothness of that armor, but then you got a break in the highlight here on the edge is absolutely superb. And then this keyboard, Ben, it's only blooming Durthu, isn't it? And then we've got the backs of all these star players. Here we go, Ben. Good job. Nearly there. See, guys, not quite back in the swing of the WIP Wednesday thing. Right, we've got Fungus the Loon. We've got Bomber Dribble Snot. I love that he has got bomb written on his bomb. It's so good. You've done a beautiful job with these older models. There's not a lot to them. The new models have got so much detail and so much like sculpted bits and bobs. This is it. This is what star players used to look like back in the day, and this is how Fanatics used to look back in the day, and I absolutely love it. I love the aesthetic. Bomber and Fungus. This is the... Is this Durthu? I think it might have been Durthu from the 4th edition Warhammer Fantasy Battle. Treeman, beautiful job. I mean, I'm not going to overlook the birch bark you've done on there. Is fantastic. It's a lovely finish to the model. It makes me laugh that it looks like it's fit all right on a 40mm base. Maybe just like the old Treeman, it weighs a ton, but it's fit all right on a base for Blood Bowl, which is superb. Okay, now this is what I want to talk about. Let's zoom out a little bit. So, whoa, lovely work on the goggles. Right, beautiful blue and yellow on Pogo Stick Man here, and there's just some really lovely highlighting and some really lovely detail. So, Nobbler Blackwall is the chainsaw star player that is still missing. We're missing Nobbler, we're missing Scrapper Sawhead, the Pogo Stick dude, and we're missing Ripper Bolgrot. No, I don't think it was Ripper Bolgrot. Ripper Bolgrot might have been the Orc. I don't know. They had like a name crossover, didn't they? Anyway, Ripper the Troll. Those are like the key star players that were missing from Goblin Land, right? We do need a ball carrier for Badlands Brawls, so having Scrapper back, even if he's Edge 3+, would be fine. You just need a little bit of speed, and I know this from running Blackhawks recently. Not being able to take Hackflem or Griff is just brutal, like, because, you know, if you're down on TV, another team can just be like, oh, well, I'll just take Griff, or I'll just run Hackflem, and just then I've got everything. So you need a bit of, like, I don't know whether Scrapper's going to come back with something like Sure Hands or Sure Hands Catch, something. You just need that ability to have a ball carrier. And then you've got Nobbler, and I played a game last night against ordinary Orcs against my Black Orcs, and I was like, well, Bomber's 50k, so I've got to take Bomber. I really did fancy taking a Chainsaw player. Actually, Nobbler coming back at 75, 80k for a Chainsaw for Goblins, and obviously Black Orcs, would be awesome. Then, you know, smidge over 100k, you got him, you got Bomber, and it just starts being absolute carnage. So here's to these guys coming back, and a beautiful paint job for them as well. So thank you very much, Jonathan. So good to see. All right, we've got some cool stuff here from Michael. Hey Ben, glad to see WIP Wednesday is coming back. Where to begin? First up is my Ivar Eriksson. So the infamous Norse griff, who, bless him, is not quite as good as Griff, but is still pretty good, actually. And it's such a cool, it's a really lovely model. It doesn't look Games Workshop, does it? It's got Punga vibes to it. It's got too much height, too much character, too much sculpting in it to be a kind of Games Workshop-y star player. But it's beautiful, and he's done a wonderful job painting it. Great skin tone, great work on the scratch, and the blue and gold filigree works really, really, really well. I love the base. It looks like it's Charlie Victor base as well. So beautiful job on the Blood Bowl. And then you got some very cool stuff here as well. It's always nice to see stuff that's off piece. And this is Gaslands. Is a game of auto carnage that allows players full freedom to fulfill Mad Max fantasies and Hot Wheels scale. Rich Saxby in our club has been a bit powered up for this, and it's so cool. So I appreciate you. There's one in particular, so let's have a look through these. So very cool. So Gaslands is an interesting one. It is just that. It is Matchbox cars with guns and a cheap rulebook, and it's so wicked to see all the conversions. But this is straight out of Dark Future, the 80s game from Games Workshop. We had cardboard road tiles, and I don't think it was 15 mil. It might have been 15 mil scale, maybe 12 mil scale cars and bikes and stuff. So good. It was one of my first kind of forays into Games Workshop. Not set in 40k, just set in a random. It's just Mad Max basically. You have the interceptors. So good. But this is so good. So the cool thing about Gaslands is you can just do a bunch of cool conversions and just stick guns on stuff, and it is incredibly satisfying because you can get cool stuff like that on the go. So that's wicked to see. Thank you very, very, very much. And we've got some Khorne now. This is Oriole. Hey Ben, it's Oriole here. Last time I sent something to Wednesday, it was the start of my Khorne team. Well, I've been busy. I finally finished the league, 1240 TV after 7 games. That's good for Khorne. I've got to assume we've got some randoms. Maybe not. 1 Bloodspawn, Brawler, Horns, Random. That's winning, that is. 1 Bloodseeker, Block, Mighty Blow. 1 Bloodseeker, Guard, Stand Firm. 2 Bloodseekers without skills. 1 Khorngore, 2 Heads, Block, Tackle. 1 Khorngore, Strip Ball. Alignment with Block, Alignment with Wrestle, and 2 normal alignment. That's a brilliant team. That's a really chunked out team. I'm impressed with that. At the final, I could induce Scylla and Max. Ended up suffering the Unchanneled Fury ones and some crucial double skulls, and ended 2-1. I lost 2-1. I hope you like them. It's been 6 months of work with kids and work and everything. Oriole, so cool. Love Khorne. We're really enjoying them in 7s at the moment. As you would have seen at the weekend. Wrong keyboard, Ben. And this is a beautiful team. Classic Khorne scheme here. I absolutely adore these. You have to tell me where they're from. Is it Warg name? Just with a bunch of cool accessories? But I absolutely love it. It's so cool. Love it. The red is beautiful. It's rich. It's deep. Looks like there's a bit of a conversion there with the ball. Love seeing the Seekers. The Gore with the 2 heads. Absolutely brilliant. And the other Khorne Gore on the go. Oh, just the blood for the blood god everywhere. Lovely pallid flesh as well. It gives this guy kind of like vampire vibes, which is wicked. And the Khorne mask is cool. The team looks brilliant. Great work on the skull there. Absolutely love it. We've got some stars coming up as well, which I thought were particularly nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful team. This one, really nice job. Really nice job on the skin. It's just beautifully toned up, and those electric blue eyes are terrifying. Here we go. It's the Bloodspawn, Mr. 888, 8 being the number of Khorne. Love that. That's excellent. He is a chonker of a boy, and Scylla and Fingrim is such a fun model. I don't know if have we ordered that? Have we shown that one off on the channel yet? Did we do an unboxing for Scylla? Don't know. It's a very cool model, and the nameplate. That's definitely Warg name. Absolutely love it. So good. As is Acorn. Beautiful job. I love all the extra gore that you've put in places there. And Max Spleen Ripper too. Dude, you went full Khorne. That's so cool. And here we go. This is the team on the pitch. With a cool puzzle piece pitch there. Man, your team absolutely pops. That is amazing. That is outrageous for you to have that much TV to be able to take Scylla. Oh man, maybe you used petty cash, maybe you used your treasury, I'm not sure. But against Necro, oh man, yeah, you are definitely at the behest of the dice when you play Khorne, aren't you? So absolutely awesome to see. Thank you very much. Interestingly, we've done this one, we've done this, but I don't think we've done this. Oh no, we've done a bit of Lars. Right, here we go. Here we go. This is Lars. I've had somewhat of a busy summer, but I did manage to sneak in some painting to reduce my pile of opportunity. However, I've since got hold of a 3D resin printer. Now the pile is growing exponentially. That will happen. Then one of two things will happen. Your printer will start failing and you just bin it off for a bit, or you'll come to terms with the fact that you don't need to print anything right now. It lasts like a week or two, and then you're like, ooh, I could print a bunch of squats, which I'm fighting not to do right now. Anyway, I did paint up 2 complete teams, a Chaos Dwarf team from Gaspes Arts. I still think they deserve an honourable mention with regards to third-party Dwarf teams, with a Grebo, Minotaur, and some star players to boot, as well as the Blackhawks from the starter box, with the Troll from Star Players Shop. We've already seen that team. I really like the Gaspes Chaos Dwarves, as the blockers have nice cartoon-like, but not to be confused with cartoonish look, and there's something quite old school about the hobgoblins and their Mongolian style outfits. The white and gold armour of the blockers was a bit of a hassle, but I think I managed to pull off a crisp look that somewhat plays into their cartoony like feel. And it's a very cool looking team. It is a good team. So this is the tough thing about, yeah, it's really nicely executed, and the armour's really nice. That white and gold is a really effective little colour scheme. And then you've got the Mongolian. They look like the old Gobbler Khan, is it? The Wolf Rider Steppe Goblins from Fantasy back in the day. They got to be honest though. These are cool. This is Grebo, right? Grebo Bomber. The Grebo Minotaur is cool. I've got one of him kicking around somewhere because Minotaurs. And I guess that's the Grebo Fanatic. I've missed him before. The team looks brilliant when all put together, and the Bull Centaurs are chunky boys. They're really, really, really cool models, and it's a really cool team. But I don't want to go too far without talking through. I also really like the colour scheme I've chosen for the Blackhawks. They are partly inspired by the Minnesota Vikings, but man, did the painting take forever. I really had difficulties with the yellow as I undercoated all the minis black a long time ago before considering what colour scheme I would apply. The first model painting, I had to give 6 or 7 coats of yellow just to get reasonable coverage. Since then, I've started painting all the yellow areas with a grey base coat, and now it only takes 2 or 3 layers of yellow. Yeah, yellow is a horrible colour to paint in some circumstances. If I'm doing yellow or orange, I will mix yellow half with an intermediary colour. I normally go brown with yellow and Bugman's Flesh for orange, because Bugman's Flesh? Yeah, it's like a ruddy flesh colour. I used it for the orange on my Beasts team, which I've got a damaged piece of here. And basically it came out with one coat of orange, worked beautifully. Oh yeah, there was a bit of a shelving disaster which left my Beast of Chaos damaged, but the orange came out really nicely with the half work of Bugman's Flesh mixed in with it. So there's definitely some intermediary colours you can do. For the skin colour of the Blackhawks, I tried different techniques. I don't really know if it shows. It looks really good. Some I painted green directly onto black undercoat, after which I've applied highlights. Others I've tried using different colours of primer, but I don't think it really shows. I mean, the skin looks great. So I think you're overcooking it a bit. Don't worry too much. The team looked absolutely brilliant. So I think we can probably skip ahead and see. Because we had a look at this earlier. The purple was lovely. The yellow was really, really, really bright. So you've done an excellent job there. And the skin was great on the Blackhawks. Looks absolutely super. I'm planning on running one of the teams at a small friendly tournament, but I'm unsure of which to choose and whether to go for a Minotaur Troll build or a double star player build, Fungus and Bomber. Or maybe I should just throw caution to the wind and go for a big guy and double star player combination. We're leaving with very few rerolls. Do you need rerolls? The answer might be yes, but having both Bomber and Fungus to put on the field sounds like too much fun. Plus, yeah, that's last. I mean, if you want to win, Chaos Dwarves are going to give you a better chance. But Bomber and Fungus is a mighty combination. So, I don't know. Entirely up to you. We've got some lovely bits of Grebo here. This is Gavin. Hey Benz, was glad to see your announcement regarding WIP Wednesday coming back. Please find my latest Grebo Chorfs attached, which have taken up a big chunk of my recent summer break. Only one Centaur left to go, and the team will be finished ready for the new league season. Shout out to Dice in Portsmouth. Fantastic. Gavin, if you are going down the Ray, I assume we'll see you at South Coast, because I know that, you know, it's in Southampton, not Portsmouth, but that is not far. That is not far at all. Anyway, this is looking really wicked. Where's my mouse gone? Here we go. I love the Grebo team, and I love the Grebo Minotaur. It's just so sharp, and he's done a beautiful job. The red skin tone on that guy is excellent, and I like the kind of yellowish skin tone for the Hobgoblin. It really hits... Right, the orange is amazing, but the yellow skin tone really makes me think of the new Hobgoblins that Games Workshop have put back into Age of Sigmar, the Hobgrot Slitter Cutters or whatever they're called for AOS, but it just works. And the Chorf himself with that grey armour is absolute beast. Absolutely love that. And yeah, such a good team and a lovely scheme. Really nice execution, lovely base work as well. Have we got a full team shot? I don't think we do, but dude, that's so good. I hope you can swing by to South Coast in Aegeus in a few weeks' time. It'd be wicked to see that team on the table. Next up, we've got Shannon, Frenzied Run. Hey Ben, and Boneheads. Not so much WIP, but a completed team. Started in April when I went down with the spicy cough. Printed and painted team in 5 days, then a couple of months prepping and painting other gear. Managed to get second best painted team at Big V in Melbourne, Australia in August. Johnny ran a mad weekend, didn't fare as well on the pitch. Went 2-1-3 for my first major tournament. Was good. Keep up the banging work. Regardless as to whether that's win, draw, loss or win, loss, draw, that is a solid result. And let's have a look if we can get a better shot of all of this goodness. Absolutely love this. So what are we looking at here? Let's start from the left and work our way across. So that is the Goblin. You've got some big old stuff there. R&E Studio, big guys. Cool Dwarf. There's an absolute ton of stuff. And the Fanath Beastman there, really nicely done. The Battle Yaks are particularly my favourite. So that's a very cool mix of stuff. And you've got extra points for putting their skills on the nameplate. That is swish. That I like. And that's a big old chap, isn't he? That looks to be... That's the Minotaur, isn't it? Minotaur head. I don't know. So good. Anyway, there's some awesome stuff there. And loving the scoreboard dugout as well. I hope you took that to the tournament. That's excellent. That is really, really, really good. Having him and just screaming away there. Okay, so this looks awfully like a Renegades team then. Is that right? As you've got a bit of everything. You've got some big guys in there. Yeah, super, super, super cool. Absolutely love it. Thank you very much for sharing. That's so, so, so cool. We've got Max. Hey, everyone. Here are the first 5 members of my Tomb Kings team. I'm still searching for a cool place / city in the Warhammer lore to name the team. Hope you like them. I'm eager to play with them. Max. So, Kemri. I don't know, man. Like, bust out the old Tomb Kings PDF from 6th edition Warhammer. There'll be some cool places in there. I mean, there's just tons of things. I love naming teams. It's like one of my favorite things. That and making graphics for teams anyway, making team logos. Love this scheme though. Teal gold works beautifully well, and it really does pop against the kind of wasteland basing that you've gone with. This is Punga, right? They do very nice work, especially their Tomb King team, as it may appear on the top 5 Tomb King teams that we've done. Have we done that one? We did that one. Oh, some blooming good teams out there. And love this. Yeah, really love the scheme. Love the alternating pattern. It's got that antiquities richness to it, which I love seeing. And Tomb Kings are a brilliant challenge to play with or play against. Okay, that wraps up the email portion. Let's bounce over and have a look at some good stuff from the Discord. So we're going to take a peek at some of the bits in the WIP Wednesday submission part of our Discord. The link is below. Come and say hello. In fact, it's a lot easier for me to check out stuff in the Discord. So let's have a look. This has got to be from Orkster. Here we go. So this is from a little while ago. So it might take a little while to catch back up. Okay, I think we might have to take a little bit of a tweak with how we do our camera angle. That's not quite right. But, I mean, we're going to see some pretty lovely stuff here from Orkster, as we always do. There we go. I think that's probably the best angle I can get at this. I mean, that's very, very, very cool. What are we looking at here? This looks like Grebo Org Team from Orkster. Blimmin', click the wrong button, haven't I? Click. And then we go here. So let's click off that. And knowing Orkster, he's probably banged that out and finished it. Apothecary is complete, minus the basing. Not sure how much. We'll get how much work he'll do patching up orcs. Yeah, that's fair enough. Given the Apothecary, the Apothecary. There's some such cool models in there. Bowser's got a vulture on the go, which is cool. It's Griff's bird. That's cool. That's a good way of doing it. Team mascot for the Imperial Nobility team, the Fighting Flamingos. That's very, very, very cool. Milton, yeah, that's bang on the money. Genghis Kong, rumour has it the Lord Borak himself may be making an appearance in my local league soon. Wicked. So you've got full-on Borak and his token of reroll. I love the socks, the stripes on the socks. Blood Bowl issue sock, just like Scylla wears. I love that. That's wicked to see. Really love that. Big up the beer emoji to that one. Ooh, we've got some nice slan on the go here. Look at the scheme on that. That is beautifully done. Love the basing. Love the flesh tones. It just makes me want to paint some slan. That's the Punga slan team. This is gorgeous. Look at these bad boys. Wow. Oh, I like these. That is some solid work. Man, I love slan. And the cool thing about these slan teams is they can be multiple functioning. Is that a tortoise? Is the random tortoises on the bases? That is cool. Oh, he's a Chungus. This is a wicked team. Absolutely love this team. Yeah, I really like this. Oh, there's a big lad there. That is fantastic. Right, well, you had me at slan, to be honest with you, dude. So this Rick Diaz, this is such a wicked slan team. Ooh. And the winning continues. Look at this. He's got another little turtle. You've got a little gecko on a stick. Another little toad, a snail. This is brilliant. And the work on the foliage is excellent as well. This is really nice. Look at the frog wizard. That is awesome with the bugs on it. I do not know where that is from. What is that? This is just absolutely wicked. Absolutely love this. Is this all Slam Punga, the Apothecary is from Titan Forge, and the Thrower is from Artisan Guild with some Punga arm feathers to tie him in. The Thrower is from Artisan Guild. The Thrower is from Artisan Guild. I love Artisan Guild, so I might have to go and check that out. That is phenomenally good. You get a frog and a heart for that one. Now the STLs now become my second Slan team. Orkster already has a very cool Slan team. Really, really, really nice. I didn't realize this is the week/month for Slan Overload. The Punga prints are great models. I love the Thrower you added to the team. It looks really ceremonial, prestigious with the headgear. I love the simple tones for their soft bellies. I'm just getting the skins sorted myself. More uniform, technical. No, this is wicked. So we've got more Punga Slan. I love that. That is beautiful. The shading in there, along with the teal skin, is really cool. Ah, yeah. I'm enjoying all this Slan stuff. This is wicked to see. Ah, this is the danger of the Discord. It makes me want to do stuff. Ooh, hello, Hager. Not a whip anymore, but a finished Frankie boy. Love the OSL on that one. That is a piece of work. Cool Kiwi has finished a Necro team, and look at that. That is wonderful work there. Love the scheme. You got OSL and the eye sockets of the normal guys, and the ghosts just absolutely glowing everywhere. That is beautiful. Really cool. Love that. Absolutely magnificent. JRPG Mini, that's from R&E Studio. That will be used as a changeling for a Secret League team. Oh, I love everything of that sentence. Yes. And the Troll Ref from Punga. That is cool. And a changeling, yeah, it works nicely. It works nicely. The Siege team's great. Ah, wicked Troll Referee. Absolutely love that. And I just love that. It's a great model. Rulebook being upside down makes a lot of sense. First four of the Muppets team. 2 strength, 4 blockers, 2 catchers from the Blood Bowl community Facebook group. Should have another post tomorrow to wrap up my WIP Wednesday submissions. Ah, this is cool. Look at this. I'm not overly... I'm not overly au fait with the Muppets. I think the extent of my knowledge of them is probably the Muppets Christmas Carol. But so good. Absolutely brilliant. Just... Oh, Drew Blood's been working on some stuff. Oh, Gambit. We've got an X-Men team on the go. That's very cool. And what's the base? That's Berserker, isn't it? So this is a Norse base. I wonder who it's going to be. Rick gets it right. Hellboy Ref. Where is there a Hellboy Ref? That's amazing. And a big old Frankenstein with some wonderful painted gore there. Ah, that's very... Galador's 3D. Oh, man. I'm just falling down a rabbit hole here. Lepilf Whip of the Khorne team. Interesting scheme on the go here. Kind of like a Bone Khorne team. That's... I like that. That's appropriate as far as Khorne goes. Oh, my internet is failing me. So we'll come back to that one another time. Folding pitch design from Hedningen. That's cool to see. I do love to see homebrewed pitches. There is something special about pitches and stadiums and things like that. Rolf, would you let Lumpy the Goblin be your ball carrier? This is an excellent conversion from a Warhammer 40,000 2nd edition. Gretchen. They're called Grots now. They were Gretchen back in the day. And I think you'll agree, guys, that is a really lovely skin tone. That is kind of like Blanche-esque skin tone there. Really cool. DTM 1212, 1212, I guess. Giant Cave Squig from a Squig Secret League squad. Gonzo for size comp. So that looks like it's half of the Games Workshop plastic kit, which is big. So, and that's the Giant Cave Squig. Ah, the Secret League Squig team. I think it was Chris who ran that in one of our tournaments. One of our leagues, and it's just carnage. I think the Squig team is too carnage, even for a Squigs. I think they've got too many positionals. I think halfway between that and the old Stunty League Squig team is where Squigs should be. Omega Squig seems about right. The Mork Stadium, home of the Morktown Mashers. We saw some of this back before the hiatus of WIP Wednesday, and that is coming along outrageously well. In fact, the Mork Stadium was one of the things that pushed me over the edge into starting to build our Bonehead Stadium that you're going to hear more about in a couple of weeks, and you probably saw a bit of on the stream at the weekend. But that is such a cool thing to see. I love a stadium. That is absolutely wonderful. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, but I think this is all getting ticked. Absolutely amazing. We've got a few bits more. Right, we've got DTM 1212. Did not see a giant yet for this go around. Galak, Thunderfist, Merc Giant, and super fan of the Northern Wastes League. Enjoy. Again, Gonzo for scale. So this is cool. This is a Punga Giant, and it's a big boy. It is a big boy. I like that. There's a ton of cool detail on these models. And a beautiful job. The gribbly yellow nails especially are excellent. And the teeth are perfect. Looks like freehand more on the shoulder, which is so nice too. That's a really, really, really cool model. We need more Blood Bowl giants. We need more giants in Blood Bowl. It should be 0 to 2 giants, because that would just be absolutely amazing. Oh, the giant's Grebo, not Punga. Don't tell them I said that. Mad Mod has got some Snotlings finished. This looks like it's the Punga team. I do mean Punga this time. Yeah, I love the trolls for these guys. Hillbilly Snotlings is not the theme I would probably go with if I could choose to make my own Snotling team, but it works, and they've done a beautiful job on the sculpts, and the paint job here and the basing finish is absolutely tip-top. Love that. Click the little shiny heart because that's so good. And Baron 1 finally finished my Wood Elf team, so I can crack on with both my South Coast teams and my Bonehead Bowl teams. Yeah, we've got some good Blood Bowl coming. It's taken me years to paint 5 teams, and now I have to do 3 in about a month. Wood Elf team looks brilliant. That foliage on the base goes so well with the yellow and green scheme, which I'm a personal big fan favourite of. And the tree man looks beautiful in this. This is a brilliant setup. That's a great Wood Elf team. Jelly. Been working on my Cursed City box. Been using Juan Hidalgo's videos as a guide, but I'm finding it hard to replicate the whole process. So I've started taking the base colours and running with it. Pretty happy with how it's coming along. Get more finished, but I'll share them later. This is beautiful. Cursed City. Games Workshop in a box, isn't it? But love the shading. Love the kind of... this is just art. I like the bases. This is just art. Yeah, really nice. Every bit of that is just super, super, super nice. And next up, we got Hager working on a Flesh Golem, the last player for the team. Bloomin' heck, look at that. Look at the shading and highlighting on all of that. That is outrageous. Ooh, that shadow is deep. That is deep shadow. Oh, yeah, here we go. We got a Savannah team. Still haven't thought of a name, but the new league doesn't start for about 3 weeks, so I have time to think of one. Hoping to get the team painted by then, but not the quickest painter. Been doing this one for about a week. Need to speed up, dude. The week is nothing in hobby time. Love this. The Savannah team is so good. And I love that he's got a little human head around his chest. That is a big old boy. And it's quite a fitting... That's a good Croxagore rep, I reckon. No, wicked. So that is everything from the Discord. We're caught up in the Discord. We've got about a dozen emails left to go. If we haven't shown something that you've sent to us, send it again. WIP Wednesday, bhpc@gmail.com, or even better, chuck it in the Discord. It's up to you. We're just working at looking through all the great hobby stuff, and hopefully WIP Wednesday coming back was worth the wait. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for sharing some of your brilliant work. I know we've only just kind of just touched the surface, but share away, come in the Discord. Let's just go full Blood Bowl. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. We'll be back soon with more Blood Bowl content. Happy painting. Thanks very much for watching. We really appreciate your support. If you want to support the channel even further, please like and subscribe. It really does help us out. Or come join us on YouTube Members or in Patreon, where you can get exclusive access to some content, some loot, early access to basically everything we do, as well as regular competitions. Or you can pick up some Bonehead Podcast loot either on our website at boneheadpodcast.com. We've got the Dungeon Bowl things, we've got tokens and stuff like that, or on our Spreadshirt site as well. Everything you do just helps us.